Hi, StelcorEnergy, Energy Consultants. Hey, we're going to be going over the CRM today. We'll do a quick overview of how to log into the CRM, the quick overview of the homepage. I'll show you the modules, which are the leads, deals, accounts, solar projects, and then we'll go over some events real quick. We'll dive deeper into each one of these modules later on in a different video. The first thing you need to do is open an internet browser. I use Google Chrome. So open this browser up. We need to go to crm.zoho.com. This will bring you to the CRM's webpage. You need to then sign in with your your user information at the top right. So sign in is up here at the top right. Click on that. Sign in with your email address and your password. And then you have the option to keep you signed in. If you're at your own private computer, this is a good option. But if you're at any public computer, do not check this box. So go ahead and sign in. Then you'll be brought to the CRM's home page. This is your home page. This is fully customizable. You can customize this page with these buttons at the top right hand corner. It's a little bit more advanced. It's later on down in training we can go over that. But this is a quick overview of the CRM. So this is your home page right here. At the top you have a bar that has all the modules that we'll be using. The main modules we're going to be using are the leads, deals, accounts, and then solar projects. These are the most important to our organization. So I'll be going a quick overview of each one of those today. So this is the home page. To access the leads, your leads, you want to go to the leads button at the top bar. So bring you to the leads that are under your name and your account, your CRM account. So these leads are customers that we have not met with. That's the entire point of the leads module, is to track the customers that we have not met with, that we still need to hold appointments with. So as of right now, you can see that this is you have the customer's name. These are all the customers, and then I have the appointment date and time set right here, so you know exactly when you're meeting with the certain customer within this CRM account. So to dive into one of these accounts, we can just jump into Jason Anderson. So I go access Jason Anderson's lead account. We can see all of Jason Anderson's information, what it needs to still be done to go out for the appointment. It needs a design sketch. You can see the lead's name, lead's phone number, the sales territory that this lead falls under, the appointment date and time when I'll be meeting with this customer, Jason Anderson, and then all the important information for him. So the address, the utility information, and then any notes associated with the account. As you can see, Jessica, our appointment setter, has called multiple times to Jason. He did not answer on the 5th of November, the 6th of November, even 20 hours ago, but Jessica was actually able to schedule an appointment with him 16 hours ago, and she made a note into this account. So this appointment is set for November 20th at 6 p.m. What Jessica then does is she made an event for me, so I'll be able to see this within my calendar, and then she also made the appointment date and time. So to access the calendar, to see how many appointments you have going on within the month that we're in, you want to go up to the calendar section right here. Click on calendar. To view the entire month, you want to go down to month. This will give you a complete view of your month and what appointments are going on, what appointments have been set for you. If you have any follow-ups that you need to do, you can create them inside of this this module too. So Jessica made an appointment for Jason Anderson for, it was it's Thursday, November 20th. So I clicked on November 20th. It opens up as sales appointment Anderson. It tells me that it's my lead, Brett Preston. The lead is Jason Anderson. It was created by Jessica. Jessica is our appointment setter. So she created this event, she created the appointment, she put it inside of my calendar, and now I'm able to see exactly when I have appointments, when I need to go out to talk to my customers, or even when I need to follow up with customers. Also, it's important to put your own personal events within the CRM calendar. That way Jessica can schedule those appointments around your personal appointments. So I don't want to have any appointments on Sundays. So I'm busy on Sundays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Every Sunday I'm busy from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. If you have anything going on during the week, so I had something going on Wednesday, October 29th, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I just put in the calendar that I was busy, so then Jessica could put the appointments around them. She could schedule the appointments around my schedule as well too. That way we don't have to reschedule, recontact, or do anything like that with the customer, because that obviously confuses the sale and that confuses the entire process for the customer. So we really want to just set one appointment and keep that appointment. If you have to reschedule, go for it. That's totally fine. You can also pass it off to another sales rep in your territory to take if you don't want to complicate the sale too. Alright, so this was the calendar section of the CRM. The next thing what we can dive into are the deals. So within the deal section, these are all the appointments or all the customers that we've actually met with so far. We've gone out, we've met with the customer, we've given them a proposal, and we're waiting for the decision. Each one of these are deals that we've actually met with. Like I said, the deal name is on the left-hand side, so you have the deal name right here, and it shows you the stage, what we're in the deal with. So Barbara Ickner was closed yesterday. That's why it's a closed one, and it was a lease. The probability of this closing was 100% now, since it's already closed. Diving into Barbara Ickner's deal profile, everything's filled out, so we can see, it was Barbara Ickner's deal. It was an SP, which means a SunPower deal. The total amount of the deal, who the deal was owned by, so who it was closed by, the stage of the deal, which is closed one, and it's a lease, so we have closed one lease. The probability of the deal closing, the deal closing date, so the date that you close the deal on, and then the territory the deal is associated with. Then it also goes into the pertinence of the deals, the property information, what utility the customer's on, the HOA that the we're going to be going through to install the customer's solar system, and then the deal information. So everywhere from the stage, the job type, the type of the deal we sold. If there's a split loan for purchasing and financing deals, we can put that in there. And then the last four digits is Social Security, so we can look that up within our financing database. Also, it tells you the amount of the deal, and then where the deal came from too. So this was a bought non-exclusive deal through CEA, meaning that if we close a lot of CEA deals that are non-exclusive, we'll keep buying leads through CEA, so we can keep closing those CEA deals. Later on down the profile, talks about the solar system size, what price per watt we used, and then any of the energy efficiency upgrades. This specific customer did not use any energy efficiency upgrades because she just wanted to do a straight solar lease. That's totally fine. So there's nothing inside for the energy efficiency upgrades. However, the very important part of the deal is making sure that you note anything that you want either our operations to know, or you just want our management team to know too. So I said signed SunPower lease agreement is under attachments. So just so our management staff knows that if they want to look at the SunPower lease agreement that is signed, they can scroll right down to the attachments, and the attachment right here, Barbara Ickner's lease document signed, is what I was referring to in the notes. So if they wanted to open that up, they can just press open. They can view that exact document, and then we can take it from there. Also in the notes, you can put in the amount of panels they want to use, any specific type of inverters, or if they have an extended warranty, anything that's pertinent to the job. Make sure you put that inside of the notes for the deal. It also goes into the stage history. It just shows you the history of the deal. My first meeting with Barbara was on the 8th of November, and then we progressed throughout the signing of the contract, which was on November 13th. So within the 5 days, it showed you exactly how we got to how we got from the first meeting to closing the deal. After this is created, deals are created. The RSM is actually in charge of creating the solar projects module. So going to the solar project module at the very top, this is actually where we can track all of our solar projects throughout our organization. So this is funneled by our territory, Tucson, Arizona, on the right hand side right here. So these are all Tucson jobs. Also up here you can see it right here. So all Southern Arizona, all projects. You can change all the views up here if you want to check out your specific market. So if you wanted to go to California jobs, this is the one California job we have going on at the moment. We also have jobs, in New Mexico. So let's go to New Mexico's jobs. We don't have anything in there yet. Go to let's see, all of Oregon's solar projects. So this is all of Oregon's solar projects. You can see exactly what's going on with these ones. If you guys have any customers that you sold to, they're going to be within this solar project list, so we can track the project. So what I'll do is I'll go back to the Southern Arizona project list, solar project list, and we'll dive into one of my customers. Let's see, dive into Jason Hilt. So Jason was sold a while ago. His contract was approved on June 30th, 2014. This kind of goes into the project info of the solar project. It tells you what size kilowatt it is, and the job statuses too. So where we're exactly at with the job. We can change this if you need to, but the whole point is just that this is kind of a milestone to see exactly where we're at with this. So we're closed out on this project, meaning that this project is completely done. It's up and running. Ron's gone out, our site inspector's gone out to finish up the job to show the customer how the components of the system work, and to show that we're completely done with the project and he's up and running. So he's at a closeout. There's other stages, we'll go over those later on down the line, but that's how we track the solar projects. This also tells you exactly how many days are left on the financing if you went through Green Sky, our financing company, and then also if you did a cash purchase. So this guy did a cash purchase. He didn't do any financing, so obviously there's no days left on financing. Plus we're done with the project, so it's not going to be in there anyway. It also shows you the design of the project, the utility incentives available, any of the HOA permitting. So the HOA information is within here. So when we went out to the job prior, we were able to contact the HOA to tell them exactly what we're doing. Maybe they need to get the plans approved from some HOA architectural board or anything like that. So we have that information in there too. So this is the solar project. It pretty much just tracks the project throughout the project's installation. Within the notes, you can see exactly, from the very beginning of the project all the way to the completion of the project, any notes or any important information that internally we need to know about. And then there's also attachments associated with this. So that was a quick overview of the CRM. Once again, this is the home page. So everything that the CRM goes through is dealt with up in these bars at the very top. So once again, the leads, this module is strictly for customers that we have not met with yet. We have not proposed any system to. The deals are customers that we have met with. We've quoted them on a price, and we're just working them throughout the pipeline. We track these deals too, so we make sure that we can close these deals once they're converted from a lead to a deal. And the last one we talked about was the solar project. So after we we meet with the customer with a lead, we close the deal, it gets transferred into the solar project, and then we can track the project throughout its installation. We can give customers updates that way, and we can just know exactly what's going on internally with each project. So that's an overview of the CRM. I'll be doing more in-depth overviews of the CRM modules in the next couple videos. You have a great day. Bye-bye.